What is a man, Oliver? Well, I've just turned 18, so I guess that's what happens when you become a man. But I don't feel that different, and it doesn't seem that the people my age are either. So what does it mean to be a man? I don't know. It seems that in the modern day, nobody really understands what it means to be a man. Is it something you just are when you're an adult male? Or is it something you must become through a rite of passage and finally taking responsibility? As I turned 18, this question was stuck on my mind, as I didn't know what it fully means to be a man, leading to a lack of direction and purpose of life you might relate to. Men throughout history have been many things. In 40,000 to 10,000 BC, men in the hunter-gatherer societies would hunt mammoths with spears, which wasn't just for food, but it was central to their social and spiritual role in the tribe. In the Spartan times, men were enrolled as warriors at age 7, where life was revolved around discipline and strength to defend the state. In the 4th century BCE, men were philosophers in ancient Greece, dedicating their life to improve themselves and society with strength of mind and body. In ancient Rome during the 1st century BCE, men were fathers who teach their son discipline and honor for their family's name and legacy. In medieval Europe during the 10th century, men were farmers working from sunrise to sundown, relentlessly breaking their back to feed their families. Men were soldiers in 1939 to 1945, fighting in global conflict and enduring extreme circumstances, and even sacrificing their lives to ensure freedom for their nation, traditions, and families. As you can see, men of the past were many things, but most importantly, they all seem to have purpose, community, identity, challenge, discipline, and legacy behind them. These men suffered and never complained, as it was their duty. But then, something happened. Fast forward to the present day where modern men, including myself, seem to live in this paradox. We are more connected, comfortable, and free than any other generation of men, ever. Yet we feel lost, purposeless, unfulfilled, and depressed. But I mean, isn't it obvious why? Things men had before us has been replaced with digital distractions, consumerism, and passive entertainment. Tyler Durden said it best.
Advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, working jobs we hate so we can buy shit we don't need. The middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no Great War, no Great Depression. Our Great War is a spiritual war. Our Great Depression is our lives.
Physical strength, mental resilience, and spiritual grounding has been replaced with sedentary lifestyles, mental health struggles, and social isolation. So what is there to learn from history and the modern day? Now, the men of history had many core traits. They had purpose, physical capability, risk and courage, discipline, brotherhood. However, history wasn't pretty and there were still a lot of problems. Life expectancy was shorter, there was rigid gender roles, there was limited emotional expression, and social mobility was low. Men focused on their role and made incredible sacrifices, causing some to go cold, leading to abusive trauma in families and deep resentment for the world. Now, comparing this to modern men whose core traits are comfort, freedom, connectivity, choice overload, and sedentary lifestyle, which does definitely have its benefits, such as longer life expectancy, opportunities for self-definition, and access to education and knowledge. But this does follow some sharp consequences. There's a lack of purpose, physical decline, isolation, overstimulation, materialism, and distraction. So here I am left with a choice. Choose the traditional route as a man and suffer physically and mentally, or choose the modern route and suffer spiritually. I won't lie, neither sound right to me. I want the good traits of both ages of men and be ridden from the vices, but this has never been seen in history before. I wish I had some guidance. Whoa, where am I? When a person hits their lowest, that is when they are open to most change. I need help. I want to be a man, but I don't know how. Why do you want to be a man? Because it allows me to have a fulfilling life. Why do you want a fulfilling life? Because without one, I have no purpose or enjoyment in life, and I'll become cold. Why do you want purpose? Because When I was younger, I was lazy and unfulfilled, and I never want to return there. Why do you not want to return there? Because my life was depressing, and I hated who I was. Why do you hate that younger version of yourself? Because I was wasting the potential I had. The potential at YouTube, the potential at art, the potential at swimming. I gave them all up for comforts. So, what is stopping you from becoming a man, Oliver? I don't know. Is it your family? No. Is it a lack of clarity? No. Is it your environment? No. The thing stopping me is myself. Where did he go? I didn't know what to do now, so I wandered. And wandered. And wandered. Until it hit me. I know what I must do. I must take responsibility on my own life and everything in it. I must kill the boy within who points his finger and deflects problems by hiding behind blame. This is when I will finally become a man.
I'm in second place.
What is a man? I cannot answer this question. But I know what type of man I will be. Then tell me what that looks like. I will be a man who lives beyond his edge and pushes himself no matter what. I'll be a man who isn't afraid of failure, as this is the teacher of everything in life. I'll be the man who takes risks, as it is better to take a step in the wrong direction than no steps at all. I will be a man who remembers the past and learns from it, instead of dwelling on it and letting my emotions take over. I'll be a man who's a lifetime student and constantly seeks new knowledge from all over the planet. I'll be a man of integrity, as a man's name is all he has, and if you ruin your name, it's a stain on your life forever. I'll be a man who embraces hard times, as they will never last if you stay strong and grounded. I'll be a man who sets his ambitions high, but works even harder. I'll be a man who pushes his physical limits and strives for his truest physical, mental, and creative potential. I'll be a man who stays disciplined, as this is where I can shape my life. I'll be a man who lives in gratitude, as living in resentment in the world creates bitterness and suffering in your soul. But I won't forget to be a man who has fun and enjoys his work. I'll be the man who finds the light in the dark. I'll be the man who connects and cherishes his family and friends. I will live true to myself, as there's only one Oliver Nixon, and the person I am best at being is him, so I will stay truly authentic and never wear a mask. This is what man I will be. Now, as I turn 18, I see my life has only just begun. I see the things I have achieved in a positive manner, but most importantly, I know that I have so much more to do. My life has been one of highs and lows, but what has mattered most is how often I have gotten up from them lows and reached new highs. So I will embrace this moment as a new chapter in my life, and will take the definition of a man and swear my life to it, as this is the way of a superior man. Through the 4 elements of personal development, I will continuously grow, but will never be satisfied, as life is a journey which only ends when you let it. I pray I will never be complete, never be content, and never be perfect, because these 3 things is all I have to ensure that I keep moving forward. I still have so much more to learn in life, and acknowledge that I am still ignorant to many lessons, but to my future self, I know you have made me proud. And to the viewer watching this, the path of personal development was always yours. Now, it's just time to walk it.